In this video, we're going to take a look at CMI Unit 331, Task 3, and that is Task 3A, which is AC3.1 and AC3.2. So let's get straight into it. On the left-hand side, you've got the assignment brief. The questions are, explain two challenges for managing and leading three different types of team. There's quite a lot going on there, so I'll come back to that in a second. The second question is, which goes along with it, identify approaches to respond to the challenges and for managing and leading the three teams selected in 3.2. So just jumping over to our template over here, what we've done is, and we've had quite a few people complete this unit successfully with us now and have found this table useful. The content might need to change a little bit. That's up to you. You know, you're writing it. But what we've got is similar to what we did earlier in this unit. You've got AC3.1 in this left-hand column. It is 400 words, so it's going to end up really quite long. And you do need to hit the word count plus or minus 10%, as you'll know by now. So challenges for managing and leading the team, and then approaches to respond to that. So what's the challenge and what's the response for each? So over on the brief here, there's different types of team. Now, you're not going to know these off the top of your head. You'll recognize them and you'll sort of know them. But this is a classic example where, you know, from a self-study point of view, you need to go and do some learning and some research and reading about what characterizes these different labels. You know, put some meaning and some understanding back into each. Otherwise, this answer will be too hard to answer. You can go and read some stuff. There's plenty of stuff on Management Direct. You could book a tutorial with us if you're one of our learners, if you're not sure, and we can provide you with you know, focused sort of reading and things as well. So what have we got? Well, these overlap a bit. And you might have your own different kind of words for different types of team that you work in. So please do, you know, use your own team labels that's relevant to your work as well. So what have we got? Functional teams. Functions in an organization is sales, customer service, admin, HR, they're functions. So you are part of a sales team or part of the finance team or whatever. Okay, type of team. What are the challenges? So I jump over to the template. If we had a functional team, so a team of people who all do the same or similar tasks, e.g. a team in the payroll department, that's us just giving you a bit of guidance. You'll need to fill it in. If it's pink, you need to change it. So choose whichever you want. But let's say you've got a functional team and you might have a problem. A challenge might be managing performance. Let's say someone's not doing very well. They're not getting the work done to the right pace or the right quality or whatever. Or maybe dealing with conflict because you're all doing the same thing. Yeah, I mean, that could apply in any type of team, really. So that's those. Also, just a quick note on this. I think I would try and plan this answer out before you fully write the first one, the second one, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth. Because there's quite a lot to get to here, from a study skills perspective, plan this one. Choose the types of teams, use our suggestions or use your own. Go and research them, make sure you understand them. Think about, preferably for yourself, like in your own work, either as a manager or as a team member, what have been some team challenges, and then write those up. And then the manager bit, the fun bit, really, for you in terms of stretching yourself and writing this up is, if you were the manager, then how would you handle that? So that's this column here. So what we've suggested is you could choose functional team and then look at performance or conflict, something like that. You could look at remote team. So if you're all working from home or something like that, remote sort of might cross over with virtual or hybrid teams. So you might use more of that language. Work out what labels you want to use first. I've just said that, I think. Project team. And the reason why I've gone with these 3 as a suggestion in our template is just because there's a nice range. They're sort of different and they've got different issues in there. And so I think maybe these challenges would relate across any team almost, but there's different challenges. So for example, like a remote team, if we're all working at home and we're on Microsoft Teams, or we're using Slack or something like that, we're communicating through the computer basically, then regular communication is a problem. Like if we're not sat in the office all the time, or maybe teamwork might be a problem because we're all working individually. Whereas if we were in one building, if we all had to turn up and work in a physical space like we did before remote or hybrid teams, then you wouldn't have that regular communication issue because you'd be sat next to each other all day. So have a think, plan it out, flesh out each problem and make sure they're different. There's no point in covering the same issue, like conflict 3 times with each different type of team, unless it's different enough. So please take care to plan it out. It does give you, just jumping back over here, I've got 1, 2, 1, 2. I've got these ones here as the challenges, but it gives you a really nice list over here. We've copied this across from the CMI syllabus. This is what they want you to cover. You're not going to cover all of it. This stuff, maybe it's a newly formed team, or maybe it's the opposite of that. Maybe like everyone's been there for so many years that they're stuck in their ways. So this sort of stuff. Maybe it's a really big team, or maybe it's a really small team. Maybe those are the problems. So if you're struggling with deciding what this means and what the challenges are, like I've said in every single video, please do book a tutorial call and we can help you plan this and find learning resources if you can't find them, but really focus in on what you've experienced and what's meaningful for you at work. So that is AC3.1 in the left-hand column and AC3.2 in the right-hand column, and they are 400 words each. So there's quite a lot. You'll need to, break down that word count across each of because it says over here, 3 different types of team. So 1, 2, 3, that's that bit there. And you could choose different ones. I've said that a few times. I explained 2 challenges. And I've interpreted that as a couple of different challenges for each, just so you've got a really nice spread of experiences you've reflected on or you've thought about. So there you go. I hope that makes sense. And we've just got 1 AC left, and we'll look at that in the next video.